Hello everyone, welcome to my class. I am Mamata, working as assistant professor in Vishnu Institute of Technology from EEE department. In this class, I am going to explain about one of the experiments in electrical workshop lab, which is residential wiring using fuse, switch, indicator, lamp and energy meter. This is one of the important experiments in that lab. So let us go to next slides to know in detail about this experiment. First of all, the main aim of the experiment is to prepare residential wiring using fuse, switch, indicator, lamp and energy meter. So this is the main aim, and also the main objective of this experiment is to know the detailed connection which is takes place in all the houses. Okay, we have in our houses we have energy meters, which is the starting point. From the energy meter we have different loads which we connected either in series or in parallel connection. Okay, so you people are going to know what is the difference between series and parallel, and which devices are connected in series and which devices are connected in load. So at the end of this presentation you are having a perfect clarity regarding this series and parallel connection. Okay, so this is the aim and objective of this experiment. Next, coming to the components required for this experiment. So these are the components I listed here. First, we have switches. Of course, to switch on load, different loads, switches are required. So number of switches required for this experiment is 4. And next, energy meter, which is single phase and 240 volts rating, and quantity is 1. And next, indicators, nothing but just indication, whether indication of particular switchboard, whether we are getting the supply or not to that switchboard. So number of indicators we are using is 2. Next, two-way switches and the number is 2. And next, lamp with holder. So that means here we are using two loads. One is fluorescent tube and another one is incandescent lamp or bulb. So that's why I have mentioned 1 plus 1. And next, main switch. Of course we have one main switch we are using, and fuses, and next, wires as required. So here I just want to make it clear what is one-way switch and what is two-way switch. One-way switch means if the load is a bulb, that means that bulb is controlled by using only one switch. Okay, so the respective switch can be on and off the bulb. Whereas in two-way switches, the particular load can be controlled by using two switches. Okay, so that means in staircase wiring mostly we prefer two-way switches. Okay, so I mean that is one best example of the two-way switches. So that means the fan can be controlled by using two switches, and also if some other loads we have, bulb can be controlled by using two switches. So those switches are called two-way switches. Okay, and next, fuse. Here we are using a fuse which is meant for a protection device. For protection of entire circuit we are using a fuse, and next, number of wires required. So these are the components required for this experiment. Now coming to the circuit diagram. So this is the main connection diagram for this house wiring experiment. So if you carefully observe here, the supply we are using is single phase supply and single phase energy meter, this one, and this is the fuse, and this is the main switch box. Okay, and this is one switchboard and this is another switchboard. Okay, so totally we are having two switchboards in this circuit diagram. Before going to know in detail about this connection, let me explain one example diagram to show to explain the difference between series and parallel connections. So that's why let us go to the next slide for that example circuit diagram. So this is the simple representation of the house wiring. Okay, but previous diagram is the actual diagram where we are going to give the connections, where we are going to do the wiring. Okay, but this is one example diagram in order to make the connections easier, in order to understand the connections in easier way, I am considering this diagram. So here we have phase and neutral, and this is the energy meter and fuse and one indicator and lamp and one socket. Okay, now energy meter, the purpose of the energy meter is to measure the energy which is consumed by a particular consumer. Okay, so that's what it is called, an energy meter. So the number of terminals the energy meter, the single phase energy meter contains are 4. Two terminals are called as input terminals and two terminals are called as output terminals. Okay, so again in the 4, 2 for phase and neutral for input, and again phase and neutral acts as output terminals. Okay, so totally we have 2 phase and 2 neutral. So this P and N as the input phase and neutral. Okay, supply coming from a transformer which is given to a energy meter input terminals, and from that we are considering the output. That means the remaining all the loads are connected to these two terminals, phase and neutral terminals. Okay, now series and parallel connection. Series connection means only one end of the device is connected to one end of the another device. Parallel connection means both the ends of one device is connected to other two ends of the other device. Okay, that means both the ends are connected, right? So where we use series connection in house wiring and where we use parallel connection in house wiring. So all the protective devices in any wiring circuit should be connected in series with the lines. That means the only connection we have is fuse. The protective device we are here using is fuse. So the fuse should be connected in series because it should response, or it should protects the remaining part of the circuit, that means all our loads. Okay, uh, without having any damage. The main purpose of the fuse is it should protect the loads. Okay, so that's why if there is any high amount of current flows through the fuse, obviously there is a thin wire placed within the fuse which is going to melt. That means it breaks the circuit. That means it shouldn't allow any high current to the remaining part of the load. So here we are talking about the current. So the current uh, is the main criteria, so that's why it is connected in series with the line. Okay, so this is the series connection. And next, all the loads, one load is indicator which is in parallel, and next lamp which is in parallel with the combination of one switch, and socket again in parallel with the combination of another switch. Okay, so that means the switch is connected in series with the lamp and that combination is connected in parallel to the supply. Again the socket is connected in series with the switch and that combination is connected in parallel to the supply. So that is the main difference between series and parallel connection, and also the actual series and parallel connection in the house wiring. Okay, so this is one clarification of series and parallel connection. Now let us go to the main diagram. This is the main diagram. So from output terminals of phase and neutral coming from the single phase energy meter. So the series connection here we have is fuse is connected. Again the two ends are connected to the main box, phase and neutral. This phase and neutral points are connected to all the one ends of the switches. Okay, this phase point is connected to all the one end. In one way switch we have only two terminals, in two way switch we have three terminals. Okay, so let me explain first two one way switches. Okay, so this is the two one way switches for this switchboard, and this is the single one way switch for this switchboard. So here I am not connecting any switch to the indicator directly. The phase and neutral point and the phase point directly connected to the indicator. Okay, and next this particular switch is the corresponding switch of the tube light, and this switch is the corresponding switch for the respective switch for the socket. Okay, now all the phase ends, this phase end and this phase end and this phase end. Okay, so these ends are connected to the phase terminal, and at the another end of the switch is connected to the load, and from the load the neutral wire is comes and which is connected to the neutral line of the supply. Okay, so that is the main connection. Through a switch the load is connected, other end is connected to the neutral. Again through switch the socket is connected phase, and next neutral is connected to the neutral line, and this is the earth wire. Okay, now here also second switchboard, this particular phase single one way switch is the respective switch of this switchboard, I mean socket. So again phase end is connected to one terminal of the switch, another end is connected to the socket one end, neutral line is connected to the supply neutral, and this is the earth wire. Okay, now coming to the two way switches, this is one two way switch, second two way switch. Okay, so this is the lamp which can be controlled by using these two switches. Okay, so that's why these two ends are connected. Okay, and again the first ends are also connected. Here the middle end of this switch is connected to the lamp, and lamp other end is connected to the neutral line. That's it, simple connection. For this supply of for this switch, for the sake of supply we are connected phase point to the middle part. Clear? And this first part is connected to the first part, second part is connected to the second part, and middle part is connected to the middle terminal is connected to the lamp, incandescent lamp, other end is connected to the neutral line. So that means this lamp can be controlled by these two switches. Okay, so this is the entire connection of the house wiring, where we considered only two loads. One is tube light, next one is an incandescent lamp, and there are two sockets. If we use some external loads, that means we connect, if we connect a charger here, we connect some grinders, any other loads we connect for these sockets. Okay, so these are the entire wiring of this experiment. Now coming to the procedure, I think I already explained the procedure while explaining the circuit diagram, but here I have listed some points. First one is connections are given as per the circuit diagram, and next place wires along the lines and fix them with the help of clips, and complete the wiring as per the wiring diagram which is shown in the previous slide. And next test the working of the bulbs by giving electric supply. That means after completion of entire circuit diagram connection, switch on the supply. When the switch is closed, that means when we switch on the particular switch, the lamp will glow and the meter starts running. That means how much of energy is consumed can be measured in an energy meter when it starts running. Okay, so that is the procedure. Now, precautions. So while doing this experiment, we should take care of some points. So that is, connection should be tight and right. So no wrong connections can be done, and all the connections should be very tight. Loose connection should be avoided. Next, energy meter should be fixed vertically. Okay. Next, identification of phase and neutral connections in energy meter should be clear. That means we have to identify properly what is the phase terminal, what is the neutral terminal. Of course, there is some light, color variation is there of obviously red color for phase and black color for neutral. So the same kind of colors we are using while doing the practical. Okay. So this is about the entire theoretical part, entire explanation of this experiment. Now we will move on to the actual connections. Okay.
Very good morning to one and all. This is Mamata, working as assistant professor in Vishnu Institute of Technology, Triple Department. Today I am here to explain about one of the experiments in engineering workshop lab, which is residential wiring. So in this experiment, we are going to learn about how the house wiring takes place in all our houses. That means from the energy meter to different loads, how the wiring takes place in our houses. So that is what we are going to learn, and the main objective of this experiment is you are going to learn about how the series connection takes place and how the parallel connection takes place. So finally, depending upon all the connections, what are the loads, whatever the loads we consider in that experiment, we are getting the required output or not. So this is the main objective of the experiment. So in this experiment, the apparatus required is, one is energy meter, single phase energy meter. Single phase energy meter is having 4 terminals. And next device, which is fuse. For protection purpose, we are using fuse. And next one, MCB. And through MCB, there are switches. So through the switches, we are using one load, which is fluorescent tube, and one more switchboard we have, which is connected to the incandescent bulb. The remaining operators we have in this experiment is cutting plier, combination plier, and 2 different types of screwdrivers, and next one, tester. So these are the things we are going to use in this experiment. And coming to the circuit diagram, so this is the circuit diagram for this experiment. So single phase supply is given as input to the single phase energy meter, and as I said, it contains 4 terminals. The remaining 2 terminals is connected to the remaining circuit through the phase, and next through the main box, and next to the switchboard, which is connected to the fluorescent tube, and another switchboard which is connected to the incandescent lamp. So here we are using 2 different switches. One is single way switch and also 2-way switch. So we are going to learn about those 2 connections also. And before going to the detailed connection of this experiment, let me make it clear what is the difference between series and parallel connection. We know, I think we already studied about what is series, what is parallel. Series connection means the one end of the element is connected to one end and other end is connected to remaining part of the circuit. Whereas in parallel connection, both the ends are connected to 2 ends of the another device. Okay, so while going to the connection, all the protective devices what we are using in this connection should be connected in series. That means the only series connection we have is fuse. Since it is a protective device, it have to sense the current. If there is any high amount of the current, definitely the internal wire, a thin wire which is placed in the connected in the fuse, going to melt. So that means it protects the all the devices or the loads which is connected through the other end of the fuse. Okay, so that's why the fuse connection is the series connection, protective device, and remaining all the connections, all the loads are connected to the phase and neutral, that means supply terminals are in parallel. So that is the main
difference in series and parallel connections. Okay.
Okay.
Now coming to the connections. So as I said, the energy meter is having 4 terminals. So these are the input phase and neutral terminal of the energy meter, which is connected to the main supply, and output phase and neutrals coming from the energy meter is connected to the remaining part of the circuit. So since the protective device connected in series with the device, in series with the energy meter, so that's why only one end is connected. So from the fuse, the 2 ends are connected to the MCB, and from that phase and neutral is connected to the first part of the circuit diagram, that means first switchboard. So here this is called as an indicator, that means whether we are getting the supply or not. So if you want to check that means it continuously glow. And next, this is the two-way switch, and these two are the one-way switches. So two-way switch, here we are using two-way switches. This one is for this circuit board, another two-way switch for another circuit board. So these two switches are used to control the incandescent bulb, and this switch is for the fluorescent tube, and this switch is for the socket. That means if we want to connect any external load, a charger or some mixtures or grinders, we can use this socket. So this is the respective switch. So now coming to the connection part, this is phase terminal and this is the neutral terminal. This phase terminal is connected to all the phases, one ends of the switches. So first switch, this again the phase is connected to the socket. Sorry, other end is connected to the socket. That means it controls this socket, means one end is connected to the phase, another end is connected to the socket end, and this is the neutral part. And next, coming to the two-way switch also, phase is connected to this switch, and this particular phase is also connected to the two-way switch, and these two ends are the respective connections of the second switchboard two-way switch. Okay, so this is the connection. So this particular switch is going to control the fluorescent tube. So that's why other end is given to the fluorescent tube. And so these are the two wires for the fluorescent tube, and fluorescent tube other neutral is connected to the socket neutral. Okay, so this is the first part of the circuit diagram. So from this we are having 4 wires, which is the continuation of this socket, this particular part of the switchboard. So here we are having 2 wires as phase and neutral, and 2 wires coming from the first part of the two-way switch. So those respective terminals are connected to this two-way switch. Okay, so if you observe carefully, here are the connections. So this middle connection is given to the incandescent bulb. Incandescent bulb neutral is given to the socket neutral. Again socket neutral is given to the indicator neutral. So that means the circuit is completely closed. So this is the switch which controls the socket. So this is some extra switch I am using here. So if we want to connect any other load, we can use this terminal. Okay, so this is the entire circuit diagram and the connections of this residential wiring. Now let us check whether we are getting the required output or not. That means if we switch on the switches, this fluorescent tube is glowing or not, and this incandescent bulb is also glowing or not. So let us check that. Now check the output. So first switch on the main supply. Next, so there is an indicator in the energy meter, that means supply is coming to the energy meter. Now switch on the MCB. So if you observe carefully, indicator lamps are continuously glowing. So that means we are getting supply to this switchboard and to that switchboard also. Now check the fluorescent tube. So it glows, that means supply is given to the fluorescent tube also. We are getting the output. Now again switch on the two-way switch. Okay, so the two-way switches which are going to control this bulb. So let us check this switch. So bulb is glowing. Two-way switch means we can control the bulb by using this switch also. So switch, if the switch is closed, again the bulb is also off position again. So that is the
main application of the two-way switches and one-way switches and entire connection of the residential diagram. Now these two switches are for the socket, external loads. Okay, so that is about the residential wiring. Now before that all the switches should be in closed position.